guys, I'm here with a video to show an altered letter that I made for my friend Nikki. I'll start by explaining how I got the background on here. I started by covering the letter with a paper from the Fairy Rhymes collection, and you can't even tell that it's that paper anymore, but it was the one with the keys. And I really like that paper. I'm loving working with that collection. It has some beautiful, beautiful papers in it. So I covered it with that paper, and I started by adding some texture, and I used the Prima mask with the little dots on it. And so I have little dots of texture just in random places, and I just put the little dots everywhere. I'm loving those micro dots. I love using them. And then after I added the texture and I let that dry for about 20 minutes, it really didn't take a lot of time because the dots are so small that it dries very fast. I then sprayed it with some different sprays. I used my Tattered Angels Raven, and I also used my Tattered Angels Marshmallow, which the marshmallow I had mixed with a little bit of darker pink to make it like a baby pink marshmallow color, which is that pink that you see there. That's the effect that I got. And those are the main two sprays that I used. So all the different gradients of the black and gray that you see on here is just from mixing those two colors. And I really just, sprayed, I went spritz, spritz, spritz with the black, and then I did the same thing with the pink, and I just kind of let it run together a little bit. And then I went through and spritzed a little more of the pink in certain areas to make it gray. And then just with those two colors, I achieved the look that you see here. Really only need two that you can mix, and it'll give you a nice gradient of color. So I let that dry overnight just because it was the last thing I did before going to bed, or else I would have heat dried it, but I just let it sit overnight. And I came back the next day to adhere the embellishments. And so all the embellishments you see are just, a Mod Podge of things I had. I've got some different charms that Marley gave me. Thank you, Marley. I have, a little flower, some of the little peacocks that Marley also gave me. I have some gems, a little bottle that I had in my stash. And I didn't have a pink bead that matched, so I actually cut up a strand of the pearl trim, and I just put them in there so they look like little beads. It was just the pearl trim. I have some Tim Holtz embellishments and some different gears, and I cut out the center of a rosette. And this was an old vintage earring that I had, and I put a little bling in the middle. And what I did here was I just took the gears that I had and I cut them in half, and I thought it just looked nice kind of going up the side and then coming down here just to give, just to add a little bit of interest to the parts where I didn't want to put as many embellishments so that this could still be the focal point. And then down here I have some rosette, and then I have a cameo that I had in my stash. I can't remember where it's from. Probably Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but I had it in my stash. And then here I hung some chain, just again to add some interest. There's really nothing hanging off of it. It was, I had the charms here, but, it just kind of looked cool. So I used some of these eye hooks here from Tim Holtz, and I screwed them in so this chain will stay. And, if she wants to hang any charms off there, of course she can. But that's just really to add some interest to the project. And then here I do have, off of that same hook up here, I have a Tim Holtz little clamp, and then I've got some different charms hanging off of it. I have a Tim Holtz pearl and a genuine charm. And then this is from one of the bead landing collections, and this was, I believe Heidi gave this to me a while ago, so thank you, Heidi. And then I have just an Artie Cake stick pin, and I think that's about it. I'm trying to make sure I mention everything that's on here. And just some different Tim Holtz embellishments all around. So I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. I really hope that she likes it. I was going for like a pink, gray, and black N, and I think I pretty much got those colors here. So I hope that she likes it. If you have any questions about what I did, please let me know below. Oh, and the white, I'm sorry guys, the white, let me show you how I did that. I took one of these brushes. Normally I use the smaller one, but I need to buy some more. And I just put some white acrylic paint on the top here, and I smeared it in. And then I just went through, and all I did to get the look that you see here is like, I just tapped all over. And that's how I get that look. And if there's one area that I want to lighten up, like this rosette trim was a little too pink and I really wanted to lighten it, so I put some on the edge, and I just went in and dabbed it in there. So that's how I get that like snowy effect at the end, is I just use the acrylic paint. Sometimes I use gesso or texture, but for this I just used the acrylic paint, and it achieved the look that I wanted, and it just kind of tied everything together to have that, kind of whitewash over it. So that is the end I created for Nikki. I really hope that she likes it, and again, if you have any questions, just comment below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.